If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. A sentence spoken 2,500 years ago, and even today, it feels just as true. But here's a question. Is the greatest battle in our life really against other people? Or is the greatest battle the one that is happening within us? In every human life, there is a war constantly unfolding, a war that no one else can see. We fight our fears, we fight our weaknesses, and many times we lose to our own mind. Perhaps that is why Sun Tzu once said, "He who knows himself and knows his enemy need not fear the result of 100 battles." But the real problem in life is this. Most people misunderstand their enemy. They believe that their enemy is someone else. But the truth is, very often, our greatest enemy is our own fear. It is our procrastination, and many times, it is our lack of belief in ourselves. And this is the place where the real battle begins. One person spends his life running away from his fears, and another person slowly learns to face those fears and understand them. Both lives begin from the same place, but their endings become completely different. It has also been said, all warfare is based on deception. In simple words, every war is built on illusion. At first, this idea may sound harsh, but when we observe life, it begins to reveal a deeper truth. Many times in life, people are not what they appear to be. Sometimes a person who looks very strong is actually broken inside. And sometimes the person who seems ordinary is the one who carries the greatest strength within. But the greatest deception a person ever creates is the one he creates against himself. When a person says to himself, "I cannot do this," that is the moment his defeat truly begins. Because in that moment, the world has not defeated him. He has already accepted defeat within himself. Now imagine a very simple scene. Two people are arguing. One person wants to win at any cost. He raises his voice, gives arguments, tries to prove himself right. The other person listens quietly for a moment and then chooses silence. The first person believes he has won, but the real truth is, sometimes the one who remains silent has not lost the argument. He simply realizes that the battle itself is not worth fighting. And there is another deep idea. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. In other words, the greatest victory is the one where no battle needs to be fought. Now think about this. How many battles do we fight in life that are completely unnecessary? We argue over everything. We feel the need to respond to every criticism. We try to prove ourselves in every situation. But true wisdom is not about winning every battle. True wisdom is about understanding which battles should never be fought. Because sometimes the greatest victory is simply remaining silent. And as Sun Tzu also reminds us, victorious warriors win first and then go to war. In other words, true warriors prepare for victory first, and only then do they step into the battle. While those who lose rush into the battle first, and only afterward begin searching for a way to win. If we look closely, This truth applies to life as well. People who succeed do not succeed suddenly. They prepare quietly. They strengthen themselves. They discipline their mind. And when the right moment arrives, their success appears sudden to everyone else. But the truth is, that victory was decided long before the world ever saw it. Perhaps that is why the book written 2,500 years ago, The Art of War, is not just a book about war. It is a strategy for life. It teaches us, recognize your fears, understand your strengths, and before stepping into every battle, ask yourself one question: is this battle truly worth fighting? Because in life, the most powerful person is not the one who wins every war, but the one who understands which battles must be fought and which ones must be left behind. And perhaps this is life's greatest strategy: that sometimes true strength is not in raising the sword, but in living with such wisdom that you never need to raise it at all.